We're starting?
We're starting.
This is it?
This is it.
I like how we do that. Okay, so we should start the episodes like that every time where we just start talking.
Okay.
And that's
We're already doing it.
We're already doing it.
So let's start.
Okay, hi. Well, if this is your first time watching us, my name is Tyler Ames. And then
I'm Brendan Engel.
This is Brendan Engel. And we are the host of Endurant Podcast. And this is a podcast centered around artificial intelligence and automation. More on that in a little bit. Mm-hmm. But our whole goal with this podcast is to help small business owners implement AI solutions into their business. So if you are a small business owner or are in any sort of, position in the business world, this podcast is for you. So drop a comment if you have any, requests on what you want us to cover or anything in the future. And let us know how we're doing, honestly. I'd like some feedback,
I think we're doing great.
I think we're doing great too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
we're learning as we're going.
We don't accept any negative feedback.
No. Yeah, I'm a veto that one.
Okay.
Because we need the negative.
Well, I've been
right?
deleting bad comments, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got a lot of cool stuff for you today. Or I think it's cool. Hopefully it's cool, objectively.
We'll see. I'll vote.
We'll see. Okay, you'll vote?
Yeah.
Okay. What if it's a negative vote? Should I listen to it? You don't think it's cool?
No, I guess not.
So it has to be cool.
By principle.
By principle. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot. What do you want to talk about first, dude?
Let's talk about how AI can save time.
I like that. How AI can save you time.
And
we're going to... What?
And money.
And money, yes. And that's kind of the whole thing with AI, right? Is you want to automate. We talked about this in the last podcast. You want AI to automate your tasks that are
tedious.
Repetitive.
Yeah, anything like that.
Yeah.
It'll save you a lot of time and frustration.
Yep, and frustration. Yep. Yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff on that today. I'll be honest, there were some articles here that I pulled that I had no time to go through. So we might just read them live here.
Okay.
Maybe.
Skim them?
Yeah. We'll skim them.
Or we could ask ChatGPT to summarize.
Or we could ask ChatGPT. Oh my gosh.
It's a little easier that way.
Should we do that?
You could say, in a paragraph, tell me what this says.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I did want to start out by, in life, you have to have the reason why you're doing something. Otherwise, you shouldn't do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wanted to kind of discuss a little bit about the why behind what we do. And that is simply, we are motivated by the belief that AI can help make anyone's life easier.
Yep.
Right.
And they can save, with saving time, saving money, and frustration. And any kind of uncreative tasks. That's what AI is really good at.
Yes, exactly. Yep. What's the word? I keep forgetting the
word. I know. We had
it begins with an M.
I know. Menial
tasks.
That's the word.
Okay, yeah. So menial tasks that are repetitive and can just take up a lot of your time.
Yep. If
you can find a way to automate that, more on that later. Automate that or use AI to basically do that for you. It makes your life a lot easier. You're free to do more of the things that you love, the creative things, the strategic things that make your business valuable, right?
Right.
So it's kind of the whole idea of why we do what we're doing here, right?
Exactly.
I did run across this article. Well, there were two of them. This one was how micro business owners are implementing AI and time management tools, right?
Okay.
Which is cool. Didn't get a chance to read it. But maybe we can, what I'll probably do is I'll probably just link this at the bottom of the thing.
Okay. Yeah.
That's actually a great way to do this. I'll probably link this at the bottom of the description. So if you want any of these articles that we didn't have time to go through, they're very useful. I read the abstract a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll link those down in the description below if you want to look at those. But yeah, so this one just talks about. So I'll just read it. It says, while many micro business owners are aware of the benefits AI can offer, they're still determining about how much time and effort to dedicate to implementing it into their day-to-day operations.
Well,
which makes sense.
Yeah, well, the upfront part, it's a lot of build-up.
It is a lot of build-up.
So you have to actually do some work to set up automations and set up AI to kind of work for you. But after that, it's kind of smooth.
Exactly. Yep. And so it requires a lot of learning up front. And that's one thing I think about too is with small businesses, especially, businesses that have, less than 5 employees or 10 employees or whatever.
Right.
It's kind of hard to have someone dedicated to that role exclusively, right, in your business.
Right.
You don't want to take up all the resources and just have, this one person who's dedicated to learning all things AI.
Yep. I think it'd be valuable for everyone to know.
It would.
On the team.
It would be.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, and that's the thing too. If you could just implement it in little ways. So like if you had, you know, if you just had like say a weekly meeting or something where everyone, you know, on your team who has a different role is learning about AI and, you know, how you can implement it into different specific operations within your business. And you could just have like a weekly meeting. Okay, how do we implement these and how do we work together to, you know, streamline efficiency, right?
Right.
I think that'd be a good way to approach it if you're a small business.
For sure.
Another way is listening to this podcast.
Absolutely.
Hopefully. Because, you know, if you know, because again, that's kind of our whole goal is that, you know, you don't have all the time and resources as a business owner.
Right.
To just be able to spend hours of research. So we do want to be that resource too to people like our listeners right now, hopefully.
An easy 30-minute kind of episode.
Exactly. Yeah. Something that's digestible, you know.
Yep.
It's not really hard to, you know, listen to or whatever.
It's not any deep research.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But I digress. Anyways. Yeah, so I did look at this insight a little bit. Key insight, the hours micro business owners work per week.
Mm-hmm.
And so it says that 62% of business owners work more than 50 hours per week.
Which makes sense.
That's from a 2005 study, so take that with a grain of salt. But it does make
I
sense.
can guarantee it's more now.
I guarantee you it's probably more now.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But, I mean, think about it. Like, if you could save 2 hours a week on a task, like what you could do with that time.
Yeah.
You know?
Anything.
A lot
so
of
much
stuff,
more.
dude.
You could actually put more into your work.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, so we had that. And that's honestly something that I want to do a lot more research about and be able to present better next week or the week after, is specifically like what are the top, like, say 5 things that you could do to implement AI into your small business, like, you know, basic operations like customer service or like you know, I've seen people do like email generation.
Yep.
To where it'll automatically do an email, but then you just approve it before you send it out.
Perfect, because
You know,
sometimes
like
it can be a little wonky. So
Yes.
you still want to have your human touch.
Yep.
You want to make sure you are getting what you want out of the AI.
Exactly. Yeah. So I do want to do some research, and we'll probably present that back to our audience. Hopefully, you know, here in 2 weeks maybe or something.
Yep.
We'll be able to present a lot more research on that. So that'll be good. I did want to talk about Canva GPT. Have you seen this?
I have only a little bit.
Okay.
But I've been interested because I've been wanting to use Canva for a lot of my projects.
I actually didn't even know this till this last week. But
really?
I tried it. So for those who don't know, so you know you have your custom GPTs. So if you go to Explore GPT, you can go into any of these, and you know there's like, I mean, thousands and thousands of these things.
Yeah,
they're all custom. But there are specific GPTs built on OpenAI's ChatGPT, obviously, and it's found within ChatGPT. But they're specific application GPTs.
Yep.
Right.
They're actually very helpful for, you know, any projects that you need that are specified. I mean, because ChatGPT, it's great for kind of broad things, but when you want something more detailed, it's good to go to a different GPT.
It is, absolutely. Yep, exactly. And so I went into here to try to see. It was disappointing.
Was it really?
It was disappointing for me.
Okay.
For me, I was expecting more. But so I first uploaded an image. It's actually not showing it here, but I was going to convert it to a Canva template, and I just wasn't able to do it. I actually got this here, and it was an error. So
Lovely.
Yeah, so, you know, great start.
Yeah.
But I kept trying to push it a little bit further. Maybe I should back up here. Canva, for those who don't know what Canva is. Canva is a platform. It's akin to, I guess, what would be like the Adobe equivalent there?
Illustrator, maybe?
Yeah. Illustrator, Photoshop, stuff like that.
Yeah, anything graphic design.
Anything graphic design, right? So it's a graphic design platform. Very easy to use. So honestly, we're not sponsored by them, but I would highly recommend if you need a good platform for logos, anything like that, documents, whatever. Canva is the best platform, I'm convinced.
Yeah, I've used it for quite a few things. I've even used it for album art.
Yeah, we used it for our logos for this,
yes,
right? So
right. Yep.
It's awesome, dude. It's on our shirts, dude. Yeah. This is from Canva.
Yeah.
I mean, the shirts weren't made by Canva, but the design was,
yes.
right? Anyway, so Canva's a great platform, right? But they have been pushing AI for quite a few, at least a few months now, I know. Both on their platform and then now here, And so they came up with this GPT that's supposed to be able to basically create a template, and then you can just click on it. It'll take you to the Canva platform, and then you can edit it there directly, right?
Okay.
It's pretty cool. And so, I went through here. I had to clarify, so I said, let me clarify. I want the exact image that I uploaded only as the thing that I use for Canva to edit directly. Was not able to do it, and so I went through. I actually developed this prompt here as a separate chat,
right?
To basically so I could put it into any like 4.0 chat that has the image generation,
right?
And I could use it to do image generation for like Instagram post or whatever.
Okay.
And so I used that to try to see if it would help it. It did a little bit. So I came up with these 2 designs. They were not good. And the technology worked. I know. You do?
No, I don't.
Oh, I don't like it either. So the technology is there, right? And this is kind of cool that it actually implemented
Used Canva.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it actually opened Canva. It worked in that regard.
And it did something. I mean, it did something there.
It did.
It is something.
It is.
It's kind of a nightmare, but
yeah, I didn't like it. So, and then the second one wasn't any better. It's actually worse.
Actually,
you like that?
I like that way more.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't like either of them, and
It's too simple, but I do like where it's going.
Well, because I don't know why it's not showing the branding here, but I did upload the branding with it.
I saw it earlier, so I believe you.
Yeah. So, but I'm not sure if it just didn't see it, or if it didn't use it, or wasn't able to use it. So I don't know. So I can't upload my own branding and like say ask it to replicate it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But it is cool.
I like that kind of.
Yeah, I don't think it's
clean.
Yeah. That one, I didn't like this one either.
No, you didn't like it?
No.
I kind of liked it.
You like this one?
Yeah, I like that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's just me then, but
maybe it is. Maybe you have bad taste.
I mean, I have bad taste. I guess that's why I'm not a graphic design major, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm not either, so.
Yeah. But yeah, but I thought the technology is interesting though, that they actually developed this. And so you see right here where it says, talk to ChatGPT plugin for Canva.
Right.
So it actually did the thing with because it's like that with Operator where it'll ask you permission, where I have to log into Canva basically.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like when I pull it up, I mean it's on my account. It's like you see up here.
Not a
like,
fan of that one.
Like I'm logged. Yeah. Oh, it's interesting.
What
did I click that one before?
No, you didn't. You did.
But it is the same thing, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So it is.
Where did it get the year from?
No idea.
2023.
Oh my gosh, my thing's not closing. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. But it did the same thing that like Operator, ChatGPT Operator.
Yeah.
So it does the thing that does, like where it's acting almost like an agent, which is interesting.
So what is ChatGPT Operator?
It's supposed to be like the start of AI agents within ChatGPT.
Interesting.
Okay. And so it's like Tasks.
Yep.
And we'll talk about that a little bit. But it's like an upgraded version of Tasks where it's actually able to go into a browser, browse for you. It's supposed to be able to like even like book a hotel or stuff like that for you.
Okay.
Which that's kind of crazy.
Well, I will say this: there's a device. I think it's called something Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Have I told you about this? It's a phone.
I think we've talked about it not on podcast.
Not on podcast. Yeah. It's like a little phone. Can you look it up? Actually.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yep. Sorry. I forget I have those.
This is all AI automation. This device.
Isn't it just Rabbit AI?
Rabbit AI. That's right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
The R1.
R1. Yep.
It's only $200. No subscription. I thought there was a subscription.
I think there is a subscription in it.
I thought there was.
I think there is.
Well, anyway, can you find the product? Because it's a cool looking device.
That. Okay, there we go.
I like the way.
It does say no subscription.
Yeah. AI.
It looks nice.
So
it looks nice.
It can actually book hotels for you and plan trips for you. Oh yeah.
So this acts as an agent.
Yes.
Really?
It's very cool.
Does it run on? What does it run on? Does it run on?
It's its own Rabbit OS.
But doesn't it repackage it as like a?
I don't know.
I think it runs on like OpenAI's ChatGPT.
It probably does.
But
you could take pictures of it and ask it what it is. It's pretty much it's a AI device. It's really cool looking too. I kind of want one.
That is interesting. How much is it? $200?
It's not that bad.
Depending on what all it can do, I mean, you can make a case for that, right?
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, here we go. Rabbit OS, made with Rabbit OS intern.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why they're calling it intern? Because it's like an intern.
Probably.
Like it does it for you.
Yeah.
That's clever.
funny.
That's good branding right there. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
But it does all sorts of stuff. It can search the web for you.
Real estate research.
Yeah.
3JS airplane game.
These are testimonials, I guess, right?
I think these are functions of it. Yeah. TV show research, website creation. Okay. So, but it can actually execute these things for you?
Yes.
Wow.
It's very awesome.
That is
Very
actually
interesting.
pretty impressive.
Yep. I think I saw it on TED Talk once.
Okay, I think I saw it on TikTok too. Yeah.
No, a TED Talk.
Oh, what? TED
TED
Talk.
Talk.
Oh, I saw it on TikTok.
Uh,
Very different things.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting though. Okay.
Yep.
So
they call it LAM. It's a large action model.
large action model.
Yes.
That one I've never heard of. So instead of LLM, large language model,
It's a large action
large
model.
action model.
Yeah.
So it's primarily using okay. But I'm wondering, because is there any way we can see what all it does, like in terms of function, you know?
I don't know. I actually have not been on their website before.
Shaping the future of human machine interaction.
But like I was telling you, it does all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just an AI agent like you were talking about.
That is really interesting. Maybe can we watch the video? Is that too long?
It's like 15 minutes.
Is it 15 minutes?
No, I don't know. It's not showing you.
It doesn't show me what the time is for it. Okay, so it looks like...
Yeah, I heard it's really slow, actually.
Okay. Hey, if it's slow, but it does it. I mean,
It does it.
Okay, so it's developing code.
It's a music sequence.
That's what it's making.
Yeah.
Okay. I must fast forward here if that's okay.
No, it's fine.
Design, code, explore, research, learn, do. Okay, so but it seems like it's all still... Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like I'm just wondering what all it can actually do. Okay, there we go. All
Yeah,
AI
there
in
we go.
action. Okay, camera, identify objects like you were saying.
Yep. You
Speak
can
and
do that with your phone
ask.
still, but
Bidirectional translation. That's kind of cool.
that is cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Visual interpretation. Memory. Oh, memory recall is a good one.
Yep.
Yep. So it remembers everything that you've done.
Oh, that's an interesting thing. Teach mode. I remember this on the TED Talk. What it
Okay.
does is you can
Oh, it's just the image.
record yourself, right?
Yeah.
Do a screen recording of what you want this AI to do,
Yeah.
and it can learn how to do that itself.
Whoa.
Really interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
Wonder what all that can apply to though. So like if
A lot of
I'm
things. Some shopping.
this is like 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 Excel macros.
Yes.
I wonder if it's kind of like that.
It probably is.
You're like on a macro, like on Excel macros, you can record a macro. You can just basically just like if you have any data set, you can click, go through, make a table, format the table or whatever, and record those actions. And then anytime you upload them, you can run the macro and do those exact same actions again.
That's pretty much what
So I
that
guess
does.
that's pretty much
yeah.
what it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. See, it says navigate websites, check information, take actions on any digital interface. So like,
Yeah.
it could actually ask it, "Hey, I'm hungry. I want to eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
Can you get me some McDonald's?"
Yeah.
And it'll buy the DoorDash for you and everything. You could just say
Really?
that
Okay.
and-
See, that's what
and
I'm
get
wondering.
food
So
at
it can go through other.
the door. Yes.
Oh crap, dude.
Yes. It's really cool. Like
That's
you can just say,
crazy.
"I'm kind of hungry. I'm in the mood for a burger."
Yeah.
And literally within
And it'll just
20
do it.
minutes, you'll have a burger at your door.
That's crazy. So does that also mean that it has access to your bank card?
Yes, it does.
Interesting.
So does your
Man.
phone.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much like a phone. It does everything for you
Yeah.
that you want it to.
See, I've struggled though with that. Like, how much control do I want AI to have?
Yeah, that's isn't that a topic we want to talk about?
Is that on our thing?
I think it is.
Is it? Oh, you're right. I do have that. Okay, so we'll talk. Put a pin in that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Okay, great. Man, that's crazy. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so going back to so the Canva GPT thing, I thought was pretty
Yes.
underwhelming. Now I did because so basically I tried in Canva,
Mm-hmm.
did this stuff,
Yeah.
didn't really pan out like I was hoping. But then I went back to 4.0, did that same thing, had the same text that I wanted to put in, used basically the same prompt,
Right.
and it did this, which is just so much better.
A lot better. I
Lot
mean, it's
better.
using the same font.
It's like not even close. And so then the only thing that it did wrong was down here in the corner, that logo was a little
right.
off. Yeah. And so I just asked it, okay, hey, can you do it for this logo? It was like, yeah.
Perfect.
Just did it.
Yeah, it did.
Perfect.
Didn't add the AI part though.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. We also have a period on our logo.
Yeah, we do. So I didn't do that either, but that's pretty close though.
Yep.
Well, and I'm wondering too is because I really want to be able to take this, like something good like that, put it into Canva.
And fix it up.
Yep.
That'd
Fix it up. And if I can, like, say I wanted to do like a carousel of multiple images and like an Instagram post,
Yeah.
I want to be able to just take that really quickly, put it into there,
Right.
duplicate it, and then I can put whatever I want on it.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
But,
that's why Canva GPT would be useful. And it
Yes.
actually is.
It is.
It just, you don't have the right fonts
Yeah.
going on there. So,
Yeah.
But
Well,
it kind of gives you a good layout. I mean, and honestly, what you were showing me from ChatGPT 4.0,
yeah.
not very creative.
It's not.
It's taking what we had. And
Well, but that was the point, though. So I developed this. So this prompt, I asked. So going back to what I did to get this prompt was I asked ChatGPT, hey, I want something predictable that I can like basically just a prompt that I can plug in at any time.
Okay.
So I can get consistent branding on my social media posts.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So that way I can just put this in for on this ChatGPT 4.0 with image generation, and I could just develop the images. Right.
Okay.
And so I think that's hopefully why it's doing that. I do want to run this through like several times.
Yeah.
And see if it gives me the same sort of, at least similar styling.
Because you want consistency.
You do, exactly. Yeah.
And that's something that AI struggles with, is consistency.
It is, exactly, especially with image gen.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely image generation is just not inconsistent. It's very inconsistent.
Very inconsistent.
And especially video, which we'll talk about.
Especially video. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I did want to talk about how to set up a task in ChatGPT. You
This
said
is something I've been wondering
you didn't
about.
know how to
I
do
don't
this?
know how.
Okay.
I set up one task.
It's pretty easy, actually. So let me just open a new ChatGPT tab here. If I go to 4.0, you have 4.0 with scheduled text
Yeah, I
beta.
saw that.
That's what you want to use. So you go into here, and then you want to type in like, I mean, what do you want to set up? Like, so you can set up. Sorry, let me rewind. Here's the limitations of it. So you can set up reminders. So you can set up like any sort of scheduled thing, like if you want it to remind you at 10 p.m. to go pick someone up from the airport. You can do that, right?
So what I want to say is, why can't I use my calendar?
You can, absolutely.
I mean,
so you have that, but you can do a lot more than that. So you
Okay.
can do also, so you basically tie that in with like research or anything like that.
Okay.
So like, for instance, if I wanted to, actually, let me just pull up one of the ones I have. Would that be all right? Let's just do that. So I have this one right here, where it'll basically, I have it set up to, you can go to, that's another good note. You can go up to here, hit tasks.
Okay, that's nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't,
so
actually, I
anything
was
you
wondering
schedule.
where to find it. Too,
Yes,
so
exactly.
That's good. Thank you for showing me that.
Yeah, so anything that you have scheduled, you can go up to the top corner, click tasks, and it'll take you here. These are the only two tasks I have scheduled. And so daily at 6 a.m., I have it sending me top AI business stories.
Okay.
So it updates me on that every single day. And so you can use, so like my prompt, my instructions here, I just named it top 10 AI business stories.
Yep.
And the instructions I put on there were tell me the top 5 stories / developments in the world of AI, especially as it relates to business using RSS feeds. And RSS feeds, are you familiar with those?
A little bit, but can you explain?
Well, it's just like it's basically just a feed that like blogs use and stuff, to where it'll go out and capture all the data from a certain like topic or something. I actually don't know a whole lot about it, but
Gotcha.
that's the extent I know about it.
Okay. Man, you're making ChatGPT wake up early.
Yeah, 6 a.m., dude. Well, then no matter what time I get up, it'll be there, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, but
I
it's
gotta
pretty
try
cool.
these out. I mean,
And then you can pause it, delete it, cancel it.
Yeah.
You can even go view the chat where you originally set it up,
right.
or the newest chat where it's showing it to you, rather.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. And so like this is the one I guess I got this morning. Yep, April 12th. So
Gotcha.
top 5. It just goes through them all. It's pretty cool. So
Yeah, I have to set up a couple of my own.
yeah, it's not too hard to set up too, so it's nice. And then did you say that you know about I don't really talk about this for everyone out there, but about how to customize ChatGPT here?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So for those who don't know, if you want every chat to behave a certain way, like for me, like it always gives me like way too long answers, and I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
So I always like to get the more succinct answers on there.
Right.
So for me, I went to like customized ChatGPT. You can actually go to the top here. You can customize like what it should call you. So if you want to like call you some random name like Darth
Mr.
Vader,
Boss. Darth Vader's good. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and then and so I told it what I do a little bit.
Yep.
And then went down here, and then you could tell it whatever traits you want it to have. So every time that it generates an answer for you, it'll go through this, right? So it's like a filter. And then you actually even have these. I thought this was really cool. You have these like little buttons here,
like personality traits.
Yeah, but it'll automatically just put it into wording on here.
Right.
So like if I hit straight shooting, it'll give it that. If I hit skeptical, it'll add it.
Interesting.
So it's interesting because it doesn't just add it adds it in text.
Yeah, like a good prompt.
Yes, exactly. So interesting.
Are you still screen recording?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It looks different on my screen. That's all I want to make sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, hold on, let me see this. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I think it was just because of the bubble that popped up.
ChatGPT.
Hopefully they got that.
I know what happened.
What?
It darkened the background of ChatGPT just like the rest of the screen.
Oh, and so I'm
That's
mad.
why. So I thought, uh-oh.
Anyways, this is just internal stuff. You guys probably don't even understand that. Sorry. Anyways. Okay, but that was cool, I thought.
Yep, I have mine set up like that too. It's like, just tell it what I do for work.
Yeah.
I have it set up to talk to me in a casual, conversational style.
Yes.
And it's really helpful.
It's good. It is very helpful. And I didn't even know that until like this past week. So
really?
I set it up.
Yeah.
And it's been game changing for sure.
Absolutely.
So very excited about that. But then we wrong app. Not Excel.
And I believe you could even set that up chat per chat.
Yes.
So you could actually ask how it behaves in certain chats.
Right. Oh, like if you have a certain project that you want to do?
I think so, yes.
So like if I go to...
In different projects, yep.
Like podcast script creation, I can... So I have to add files. But wait, so are you saying
no, in the
instructions?
Yep.
Yep. And then you can put in whatever you want here.
Right.
Yep. And hit save. And it'll basically run that through when it does whatever.
Exactly.
You're like... So I'm guessing it kind of works like... It'll basically pair it with... whatever prompt you're giving it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's cool. Man, that's awesome. Okay. What else we got here? So we did both those. Oh, I did want to talk about Sora.
Yeah, Sora's been interesting.
It's pretty crazy. So I tried doing this one. Well, so first I did this one.
Okay. Tom Holland?
So, well, first, so I did... Oh, that's interesting. I did Tom Hanks too, but it didn't do that one, I guess. Well, that's what this one is. Sorry. Okay. So this is attached to this one. So yeah, I wanted to do like a 25-year-old Tom Hanks. Thought it would be able to do it. Didn't.
It probably doesn't do real likenesses, probably. I would imagine.
Oh, I've seen it though. I'll show you in a second.
Okay.
Like some of the, you can look it up. There's a lot of them that are actually very accurate.
So that's an AI video.
Yeah. And so then it stuck this like little girl here.
Yeah, and her hands are weird.
Yeah, it's like why? Like nothing in the prompt.
That's very
prompted
weird.
That, and that's so weird.
It's kind of scary.
Still some kinks to work out here, huh?
For sure. I mean, Sora just got released like maybe a couple months ago, right?
Yeah.
Fully. So they're still working on that.
That's so funny. But then I did this one, Tom Holland.
It looks a lot more like him.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And if you go to like a picture of Tom Holland here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like... I mean, because if you look at even like this, I mean, he's got these like wrinkles here.
Yeah.
And it's even the wrinkles right there.
Right.
Like that looks dead up like him.
Yeah. His jaw's a little stronger.
Yeah. But
yeah.
It is, you can still tell it's a little bit animated.
Oh yeah, you can.
I'm wondering, is that something that's going to go away? Will we have like images that are like,
I don't,
like dead on, you can't tell the difference?
It's going to be a while.
I think so too. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting though, huh? But I was impressed with that. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But if you go to like just the normal pay or explore, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I was looking at all this. It's pretty crazy.
There's a lot of there are some of them that are some of them are kind of goofy, but some of them are like really dead up accurate. Like, let me see if we can find one. Look at that one of Joe Biden.
Yeah, it looks real almost.
Isn't that
you can tell it's a little bit off.
You can tell it's a little bit off, but it's pretty good. Like, especially that McDonald's there.
How many L's? There's 2 L's in the
Yeah, there's 2 L's in McDonald's. But the actual building and stuff, like, it looks real.
It's pretty well done.
That's pretty well done. So
okay,
like,
wait.
Stuff like that.
So the camera just turned off, so we have to...
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Hold on.
Yep.
Stand by.
We're back.
We're back?
We're back.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Had another slight technical difficulty.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's interesting. I want to find one of like a popular actor or something here that's got like...
Well, there's...
Yeah, look at that. Okay.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone, right? That's pretty good.
It's not a video, though.
No, it's not. It's just an image.
But it does really, I mean,
look at that.
Yeah, it's very highly realistic.
Like, look at the detail.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I wouldn't, show me that 5 years ago, I would have thought it was Photoshop
Yes, exactly.
at least.
Yes.
Or a real picture.
I just thought that was so interesting.
Wow.
Like, even like these animations, like that looks really good.
Is that,
it's
Tony.
Yeah, what's it called? The Sopranos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And GTA. Wow, that's horrifying.
That is horrifying.
Yeah.
Ugh. Isn't that funny, though?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy, though. There's some very, very accurate images out there.
There's Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had no idea what that was. But isn't that amazing?
It's really fantastic.
And so if you can... And that's so going into the whole automation thing.
Mm-hmm. You were telling me about it last week.
Okay. So I do want to dive into that a little bit. This is an A8N. It's an automation platform, not an AI platform, but it's an automation platform, and there is a difference. Let's talk about the difference first. So AI automation versus AI. I learned this just this week, actually. So because I knew there was a little bit of difference, but I didn't know how to define that.
Right.
So automation is an if this then that logic.
Okay.
So it's basically just cause and effect.
Right.
So like if you have like a manufacturing process or something, if this product gets moved here, add this to the inventory system or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just very simple,
and
right?
It can't learn off.
It can't learn.
Can't learn anything new.
It's just programmed. Right?
Yep.
And so that's the difference between automation and AI is that AI is still programmed, obviously. There are still rules that it has to follow, but it is, in the true sense of the word, artificial intelligence. Right. It's supposed to mimic human behavior and be able to learn, and that's why we have machine learning as a subset of AI, right?
Correct.
So that's kind of the difference between automation and AI. And so what I'm wanting to do is, I've seen all over, people have been using N8N for automatic content generation, especially with things like Soros and 4.0 with image generation getting so advanced.
Right.
Becomes more and more realistic to be able to have a system, like an automation system like N8N, where you can basically set up all of these cause and effects, if you will, where it's a chain reaction where, say you have, every day at, 5 p.m. or whatever, it'll go through a process and, generate, say, an image or something that you want to put out as content, right? And then I can post that to Instagram, to TikTok, to whatever.
Just from here.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to post it for you. You don't have to go in there and...
It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. So literally, if you have, with N8N, so it's really cool the way it maps it out too. So if you look at this, it'll start with whatever you want. So like say I trash this, start from first step. You can do a trigger manually. So like every time I click here, it'll manually do it. Or you can do it on a schedule. So say we did it on schedule. Say that it did it, every 1 day or, at whatever time we want. Say we want to do it at 1 p.m. And you could do a specific minute if you wanted to. But say we just did this for now at a test step, right? Or sorry, maybe that's not how you do it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we have this, right? So it'll set up at a specific time, and then you can add another step. You can go to, so basically you do
any of the actions now.
Yeah. And so you have, is what happens next. You can go into agents. So if you do like advanced AI, you can go into like OpenAI, LLM chains, whatever. Right?
This has so many uses.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Literally.
That's why that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited. Pairing AI and automation together It's like it's a recipe.
Gonna help your work a lot.
Yes.
It's gonna clear up a lot of time.
Exactly. And
especially if you're posting to social media, that can take hours.
And that's why I'm so excited about this idea of especially such a basic thing like this where it's just content.
Yep.
And so if you can find a way to pump out content without you having to do anything,
yeah, I mean,
it's a no-brainer.
Exactly.
So as long as you can monitor it and as long as it's like at least somewhat
I mean, I saw there's an action there. It's human in the loop. It just you have approval from humans.
Exactly.
You put it,
so that's what's so crazy about this is that it's so fully customizable.
Yeah.
Like any I mean, and because to your point with the human intervention thing, that really that opens the doors to where any process that you have in your business, as long as it's like, say 75% digital or whatever, right? Can be automated with this, right? So it's pretty incredible. So say that we go back here and, say we wanted to just connect to an app. You can actually, this is where it gets crazy too. They have like thousands of apps in here that you can connect it to. So like, what's a common app that you use?
Okay, Google Home.
Google Home. We'll see if it's got Google Home.
No, I didn't think so.
Oh, okay, but it's got Gemini, so you can connect to the chat model.
Yeah.
And that might be able to connect to Google Home.
Probably.
But there's a lot of apps on here.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I use Google Drive a lot.
Yep.
For photos.
Google Tasks, Sheets, Slides.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. Well, and they even have things like Asana. A lot of newer tech companies use Asana. But it's like a CRM.
So does it have Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, of course. Yep. And it's got like this AWS.
Mm-hmm.
It's got dude, it's got so much. It's crazy. But like if you look up
Dropbox, well.
Oh yeah, Dropbox, everything, dude. Yep. HubSpot. Then there was a few really big ones like MailChimp. So like that's email, right?
Yeah, that's great.
And like look, you can literally
all these
actions within MailChimp. Dude, it's insane. And you have Cloudflare. You have there's a lot of.
So all these have actions that you can.
Yep, there's Dropbox.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so these all have actions. So even
click on Facebook, for example.
Facebook, yeah. Where was that out here? Oh, here, let me look it up. Facebook, yeah. So you could do like leads, ads, trigger, or API here. Yeah, but you have to go and log in. But
right,
yeah.
Still,
but that's crazy.
Really cool.
Yeah, that's insane. So like you can even connect to like Instagram stuff, LinkedIn. So that's what so I'm really psyched about this. I'm gonna try, and again, this could go nowhere. You never know, right?
Right.
But I'm pretty sure if you build this right, it could be massively successful.
Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, and what you want to do is you want to really spend time with this. This is the upfront work that you'll need to do to make your work easier.
Going back to what you were saying earlier. Yeah, absolutely. And so, but with this specific project that I'm wanting to work on, basically I'm going to build a automatic content generation, and I'm going to have it post different places.
Right.
So I'm going to pick a specific niche, and then build basically what you call a faceless like social media account where you're not having to record yourself or anything, right?
Yeah.
And so hopefully it'll do that, and then you can get money from affiliates or whatever, right? Especially on like TikTok Shop.
Yeah, for sure.
Heard of that?
Yeah,
it's crazy. Dude.
It's a business in and of itself.
It is. So really excited about that. So that'll be cool to try. So hopefully I'll have. My plan is as of right now is to do this, and then probably 2 or 3 episodes from now present my research.
Okay.
We'll see if it works.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. That's all I had for that. This is one I really want to talk about too, though.
Yeah.
And we could do this. I also make this our last segment.
Right.
Right. I think we have about everything here.
Mm-hmm.
Will small businesses lose their identity to automation? What do you think? I don't know either.
That's well.
I think it's a real possibility.
It depends on how much you use it, how much automation you want.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about last week, you still want to have that human ingenuity.
Yep, for sure.
You want to have you don't want to have a 50-50 split with AI. You want to have
Yes.
at least 51-49.
Yes. Probably less than that.
Yeah,
Right.
well, of course, but at least
Yeah.
you want to have more control over what your business does than AI does.
Yes.
So you don't want AI running your business
Yeah.
altogether because
Yeah.
you're going to lose the joy.
You want to run your business with AI.
You want to run your business because you're a business operator.
Yes.
You are here for a reason
Yes.
to do business, and
Yep.
you are doing it because you want to, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, and if you're letting AI take over, you're not gonna enjoy that anymore.
But do you think that, like, because I'm imagining like if you think about like a lot of big businesses now, customer service is awful.
Yep.
You know, and you know it's impossible to get a hold of anybody, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's only going to get worse. You know, that type of thinking,
Right.
those types of just poor operations within huge companies
Mm-hmm.
is only going to get worse with AI, is what I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think that AI is just going to take over all these operations, and you won't be able to talk to anybody human.
But AI is getting better to talk to.
Well, so that's my thing. So do you think because I'm imagining this, I think that everything's going to become AI, and then everyone's not going to want to talk to AI.
Why not?
Because it's not a human.
Sure, but I think
I want
the
to
reason
talk.
why
If I
people,
pick up, like in sales, if I pick up the phone, I want to talk to a person.
of course, yes, but
You know what I mean?
and I think in sales, you don't want AI taking over being
Yeah.
like salespeople. I think they're more like customer service and stuff like that. I think if I were talking to an AI agent that knew what it was doing
Yep.
for customer service,
You
I'd be
still want
happy.
it-
I'd be
really?
fine. Yeah, if it knew what it was doing, if it was doing a good job.
Do you think everyone feels that way?
No, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, I think there's a lot of right now, especially because there are a lot of robo centers, like just that
Yeah,
are
exactly. That's what I'm kind of
awful.
thinking. So
They're so bad.
I think a lot of people are going to resist that.
Yeah, I mean there's already a lot of AI resistance.
Yeah,
Of course.
there is.
But like what I was doing the other day, I was testing some stuff on ChatGPT, and they have a video call feature. Have you done it yet?
No.
It's really interesting.
Wait, on ChatGPT?
Yes.
A video call feature?
So if you're on your phone, you could do like a FaceTime.
Oh, my
and-
phone's up there.
So you can like kind of walk around your room and say, hey, what do you think of this? Like,
Yeah.
what do you think of this bookshelf? Does it look right? And it'll say,
It'll
you
say-
know what, this bookshelf looks good. You could probably do this and maybe fix this
Wow.
up. It can see your environment.
Yeah.
And so
So then what do we do? Like, do we just let that happen? Do we
well,
want that to happen?
that depends.
Depends on what.
I mean, if it's going to be bad, no, you don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
But I think I see good uses.
Well, and that kind of goes back to and that's actually something I wrote down similar to that at the very beginning here. We had, like why we do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
We believe that AI can make everyone's lives easier
Yes.
within the confines of, and I wrote that down here, within the confines of what is ethical.
Yep.
And what promotes human existence, human flourishing.
For sure. I mean,
Right.
you don't want to lose human ingenuity. You
Yeah.
don't want to lose your creativity. You want it to enhance your creativity.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And of course, I honestly think there will be uses for this FaceTime feature.
Yeah.
I mean, that aren't bad.
Yeah.
You know, like if you can't, well, say it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And you
Can't
need
talk,
help with
like,
something.
everyone's asleep.
And
You just
the
wanna-
customer service is off.
Yes.
AI will be 24/7.
You're
I mean, you can't talk to somebody at 3 a.m. for your Wi-Fi help. Like if
Yes.
your Wi-Fi is down and you need help with it,
Yeah.
say you don't know how to do it, like you're not technically savvy,
Yeah.
you could just talk to your AI buddy,
Yeah.
and say, hey,
It'll be good.
what do I do here?
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, do you think that people are going to care about that? Like, think about the massive population. Do you think that, like, as the generation moves on and you have all these boomers start, I'm sorry, but dying out.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that all these younger people who are more adaptive to technology are going to become more and more okay with AI taking over some of these roles, and will just be satisfied with not being able to talk to a human and like a customer service
Yeah,
standpoint,
people will start to get used to it.
Okay.
I mean, think about computers. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's resistance from people who love typewriters.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
there's always resistance whenever there's a technological boom.
There is.
There is.
But eventually wins.
It eventually wins
Yeah.
because it always does.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Yes.
And there are some aspects to AI that I don't like.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean,
Right.
and everyone would agree, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
There,
too.
there are some horrible things about AI. There were some horrible things about the internet. There were some horrible things about the printing
Yeah.
press. Well, not the printing press.
Well, maybe not printing press, but
But
yeah,
you know,
any
exactly.
any major technological movement from
Hey, listen,
any
all the
time
guys
past.
that could write really pretty,
Yeah.
they had no more jobs.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
there's always, whenever technology
always something.
technology gets better, people lose jobs, and it's really sad and hard.
Yeah.
But within the next generation, a lot of things become easier.
Yeah.
But we don't want things to become too easy.
Yeah, and that kind of goes, and we talked about a little bit about that last podcast too. Is like, where's the line on that?
Yep.
And that kind of what I was saying here with what encourages human flourishing versus destruction, right?
Yes.
How do you define that?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you define, what is actually helping humans and what is hindering them?
Oh, well, anything
You know
that
what I'm
takes away
saying?
their creativity and anything that takes away their autonomy, basically.
Does that apply to problem solving then?
Well, I think as long as it's
see what I'm
helping
saying?
and not just completely solving all your problems,
Okay.
like, because we don't want to use it as a crutch,
Yeah.
you know?
But isn't that using it as a crutch? Like if you're using it for customer service or something like that?
I guess so, in a way. But it's saving time,
Yeah.
and it's not like taking every part of your life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We're using customer service, and that's a crutch in a way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
So why
In
not
and of
just
itself.
there are so many crutches, but we're not.
Yeah.
What I mean for like a crutch, we don't want AI to take over every single aspect of our lives.
Yeah.
Because
So
then,
as long as we still have creativity and we still have that freedom,
yeah,
that'll
absolutely.
be okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
we are made to create things. We're
Yeah,
We're here
absolutely.
for that.
Yeah. for sure.
So
Yeah, I'd say that answers that then.
Mhm.
So I guess the answer to that would be no, they won't lose their identity to automation. As long
No.
as you're careful.
as long as you're careful, I mean, you could easily do it. There are businesses that are
Yeah.
purely run by AI.
Yes.
There are businesses like that. where
True.
it's-
To a point where we're gonna
do
it,
that.
right? We're gonna try it.
and there's probably no joy in that, but
Yeah.
it's certainly not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just kind of it's there. It exists.
That is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Sweet. Well, thank you guys for joining
Absolutely.
us today. And I don't think what else we got?
I think that's it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you stuck this, if you're still watching right now, we'd encourage you to subscribe if you found this content valuable. If you didn't find it valuable, please comment below. Tell us why. We love feedback.
I won't delete anything.
Even if it's negative.
I won't delete the comments.
I won't delete the comments. Yeah, that's right. We don't do that. But yeah, we would love to know what you guys would like to hear more of. You guys would like to hear less of. We would really appreciate that, honestly.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
All right. Well, that's it. Take care.